Hello, welcome to the Love Beneath podcast. This is your daily show of spiritual tips, tricks, wisdom, knowledge, and channeled messages. I am your host, Mina Zia Sheikh Al-Islami. Thanks so much for being here. Before I begin, as always, if you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, please subscribe, leave a comment, interact. If you're listening, please follow the show and leave me a review. I would so appreciate it. You have no idea. We have a channeled message today. I feel there's some group of the Fae, or maybe it's me, that has a message. So let's get into it. So if you're new here, I open myself up to be a channel. I either channel my higher self, which is a humongous Fae being of the earth. I channel Earth herself, or I channel a group of Fae or the Fae collective. So it's just different every time. A confirmation is coming in first that yes, everything's changing and it's supposed to be changing. So anything in your life that's changing, and maybe you're experiencing rapid changes, it could be rapid loss, could be, I feel like a pivoting almost. So it could be some kind of pivot. Whatever's happening for you right now that feels random, that feels too soon, too late, almost feels like time, you feel like time is off in some way, or the events of your life are off in some way. I'm getting a message of no. You've actually been under an illusory clock before now. I'm being shown, and I've actually channeled this many times in my soloist membership. I do a channeled message every Monday, and I've seen this many times. Now it's coming to all of you once again here, that there was a blanket, almost an energy blanket, almost placed on top of the earth. And so I'm just going to tell you, in case you're interested, I'm sure you've heard the word Anunnaki before. When I've channeled the Anunnaki, and I did a huge deep dive video on this in my membership, when the Anunnaki came, they saw the earth as this purest love, and they wanted to conquer it and like take in that energy. And when they came, they didn't realize how, in their eyes, naive the Fae were, because the Fae had never known judgment. They had never known anything outside of just pure unconditional love. And so when the Anunnaki came, they started to introduce hierarchy. They started to introduce judgment. So they slowly introduced, oh, well, you're this, so you're actually better than this other Fae being. And, oh, you have this, so you're actually more powerful than them. They started to introduce differences and division. And then slowly the Fae became almost addicted to getting praise from the Anunnaki. And I actually have past life memories of this happening as me being a Fae. And I specifically remember when they came, oh God, I'll never forget this one Anunnaki being. He was the most beautiful entity I have ever seen. I was almost on my knees in awe. Of course, I'm personifying this. We none of us had bodies, but it's the only way I can describe it in a way that my human brain can speak it and understand it. So his frequency was just, I had never known it before. And because I had never known it, I was so in awe, and I almost immediately felt that he was better than me. And I had never kind of felt like that before. Again, it was all just giving, sharing. And so I immediately felt inferior. And because I felt inferior, I wanted to know how I could feel superior. And so he, began to basically love bomb me. And I did a deep dive in my deep dive Anunnaki video. I shared that it's very similar to like a narcissist, where they will, and I'm not a therapist or psychologist or anything, but it's very similar to how they'll love bomb you a ton to get your trust. And then as soon as they feel they have you, then they start berating you. Then they make you feel bad about yourself. And you then grow addicted to their attention, that then you don't want to leave even though they're treating you poorly. And that's exactly what happened. And I began to believe when he would say, oh yeah, you're gross, you should try to be like this, or you should try to be like this, and making me feel really bad. And pretty soon I was chasing his admiration and attention. And then when then he kind of turned away and went somewhere else. And I felt like such a deep loss and a grief that I felt like I had lost something like so deeply, and I wanted it back. And it created this void inside me. So if you're resonating with this, it could be that you have had a similar experience, either on the Fae side or the Anunnaki side. And let me know in the comments if you want me to share more, because I definitely can. For the purposes of this message coming in is, if you resonate with that, it happened to you too. And now you are in a place where you are, the word is correcting your frequency. I just don't think there's a better word for it, but that's not exactly right. But you're redirecting your frequency to be more aligned with your actual true self. So we are entering a phase of ascension now where we are correcting what happened then. So a void was created where Anunnaki made Fae feel like there was something wrong with them and there was something lacking. And so they took on that belief system because they felt, well, these Anunnaki have been all over the multiverse and we haven't, so they must know more than us, and they're talking like they know. And so, okay. And so this void was created of, I am not enough. And that then rippled through into 3D to where we all are now. And a lot happened. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos on what happened with Anunnaki when they came to the third dimension. This is what I'm feeling outside of that, outside of the third dimension, when we have, and I don't think we can quantify what dimension exactly this is, but higher frequencies here where the Fae exist. And I'm also being told to say it is where we all exist. And we're slowly remembering that. So before, there was a huge emphasis on the 3D. And now we're being called to those other dimensions, to 5D and beyond. And because of that, we're remembering our energy fields are reopening to remember these pains of what happened. And so if this is resonating with you, you are needing to sit in the discomfort of being redirected, of the pivot, of something not happening yet, or something happening too soon, or whatever it is that feels off time-wise. Oh, you know what that means when my throat gets blocked. Okay, hold on, I have to go a little deeper. You are meant now to realize that that was never the way, and that was never the truth. And it's also not the truth to desperately hope that life goes the way that you want it to go. Life is going the way that life is going, and you are invited to step into the river of truth. You are invited to step into the greater aspect of yourself and listen. Listen to what is calling you versus where you want to pull your life to go. And there is a promise you're going to like it. They're going to like it. So yes, you do have to surrender. You have lost trust with the greater energy, with the greater part of you. Because we are all so trying to cling on to control, because we've all gone so far outside of ourselves. It is so far outside of ourselves to think that we are lacking. And if this is resonating with you, and if life is taking you a place that you did not want it to go, or like I said, anything that I mentioned in the beginning, it's because you are invited to absolute and full correction and alignment. You are invited to come back fully to yourself, to come back to that space, that river of truth. And I am literally seeing a river, and I am literally seeing you put your bare feet in a river and surrender. And so I'm seeing you descend to the depths of earth energy and put your hands up, put your feet in the water and put your hands up and just say, whatever's happening here, that's what's happening. I may not like it, but that's what it is. And I accept it because I trust in the higher power. I trust that where I'm actually supposed to be leading myself to is the best thing I could imagine for myself. And I'm also feeling it could be outside your imagination. It could be something that you don't even realize you could have. You don't even realize your life could go that way. This is best probable outcome. It's leading you to best probable outcome. And I want to interject too that if you're resonating with that, in the description, I do have a mini course on how to put yourself into best probable outcome. So that is the law of allowing, is that puts you in the best probable outcome frequency timeline. So that law of allowing mini course will be in the description. That was the completion of that message that wanted to come through. Oh my gosh. I hope you felt how powerful that energy was. I felt like the whole universe was coming through me to say that to you. And I felt this combination of basically get with the program. I felt this like quit your whining, get with the program, but in the nicest way ever. In the nicest way ever. And also, I'm needing this too, so you're not alone. I feel like the universe just came through and was like, listen, you need to do this now. Okay, I do feel something else actually. I feel one thing more. Yeah, there's no place for fear. Fear has no place with you anymore, because even if the worst thing you can possibly imagine happens. So think about, in ways that your life is being redirected right now and maybe ways that you didn't want it to be. What is the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario, if you can accept a worst case scenario, what's happening is the pain that you feel from it is carving out a bigger space inside you. That's that pain feeling. It's actually carving out a bigger space. Discomfort, accepting discomfort carves out a bigger space in your energy bodies. And when a bigger space is created, more love can come through there. It expands your container. So what you're asking for in this life is too big for how big your body is right now, how big your energy body is, your vessel is. So all this redirection is causing the discomfort so that you can settle into it and accept it. Open your container wider so that you can actually download and receive what it is you're actually wanting. I would stake my life on this. This is coming through so true and so clear. So clear. Oh my gosh. I am fired up right now. Wow. You have to confront any part of you that does not trust your divine plan. Any part of you that the human you wants to control what happens in your life because you do not trust your path. You have to confront all of that now. I am truly feeling a sense of urgency here, and you have a million chances. It's not like if you don't do it now, you're screwed. But it does feel like right now, energetically, is a really potent time, and you should do it now. They're kind of saying there's not going to be a time where it feels absolutely the right time. It's never going to feel like that. There's never going to be a right time, so you might as well just do it. It's the same way with quitting something, a bad habit. There's never a good time to do it because you're literally addicted to it. So you have to just do it. It's going to be uncomfortable whenever you do it. So it might as well be now when so many other people in the collective are doing it. And so you have kind of that energy to lean on with others. I feel that right now a lot of people are confronting their demons, are confronting the ways in which they hold themselves back. And because so many people are doing that at once, some people without even knowing it, there's this collective strength that's coming up and is being moved through the collective as well. So we're doing it all together. And if you do it now with all of us, then you get to join into that strength that is moving through the collective consciousness. Talk about happy Monday. Wow. If that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. That's the completion. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. It is such an honor to channel for all of you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you felt from this. Please share this with someone who needs to see or hear this. That would so help me out. And also, I'm just feeling like this needs to just go out to everyone. Thank you all so much for being here as always. Wow, wow, wow. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.